Alright, we're on to Game 3 of this EBUGames.com feature match. Jonathan was able to take Game 2 after getting beat down pretty quick in Game 1. Donovan, we did see he brought some sideboard cards in. Some number of Pithing Needles. I'm not sure the amount on that, but there was 4 cards taken out, 4 cards brought in. We do see a turn 1 Vexing Devil. Jonathan gladly pays the 4 life to get rid of that.
It's the... Ooh, and the perfect start for Jonathan.
Yeah, he definitely likes seeing that. Hopefully if he can get something on turn 2, excuse me. We see Ash Zealot come in, swinging for 2. Jonathan goes down to 14. So I see, looks like he just drew a Disciple of Bolas, so he's got some life gain in that. Plays a tapped
Overgrown Tomb.
It looks like he just ships the turn back. No turn 2 play for Jonathan. So a second Ash Zealot. So cracking in for 4 here. Looks like he's going to block.
Use a Selesnya Charm.
Yeah, he's just going to use the Selesnya Charm here. After blocker has been declared, he's just going to pump it up, make it a 3/3 to kill off the Ash Zealot. At this point, Donovan just realized he might have made a play mistake there with swinging in with the mana open. You got to remember that kind of thing. You can't just go willy-nilly sometimes.
So that's why instant burns really nice.
Yeah, that's definitely the reason why I would recommend the Searing Spear over something like Devil's Play. Jonathan takes 2, goes down to 12.
That's why I prefer Shock over Pillar if Zombies wasn't a thing.
Pithing Needle.
Naming.
I was at the table. He did say Sorin.
Ah, okay.
And
he does have a Sorin. Ooh, draws a Sorin and has a Sorin in hand.
He has.
He's got a grip of Sorins.
He's got a grip of Sorins he can't cast. Or he can cast, he can't use them. So, at this point, Jonathan is a little miffed by that, for sure. So he just has to rethink his plays here. I'm sure that was what he was completely banking on, was getting Sorin out as soon as possible. At this point, he has to read Pithing Needle just to make sure, no foul there. Seeing what else Jonathan has in hand. He has the Disciple of Bolas. That's not going to be very good for him to cast at this point.
No.
So, we do see Golgari Keyrune.
The 2/2 Death Touch isn't going to be very relevant right here with the Ash Zealots.
Yeah, he needs to get something out to do with the Ash Zealot, since currently it's controlling the board, being a first striking 2/2. So you see Rakdos Shred-Freak and a Lightning Mauler. So, looks like he's soul-bounded. So we're going to see Jonathan take 4 more, go down to 8. Alright. So we do see, looks like we're going to see Garrett, Primal Hunter. So the other Planeswalker that Jonathan really likes to see is coming out.
Yeah, making the 3/3s is going to be
very big in this situation if Donovan doesn't have... Looks like Donovan is completely out of cards.
Drew the Devil's Play.
He did draw the Devil's Play, so he would be able to kill Garrett this turn. But in the process, he would lose a creature, and I feel like Donovan would be out of cards. He'd be pretty much out of gas.
He could Devil's Play the token and then just swing in for 4 against Garrett.
That would be the better play. I think I didn't. Yeah, it's a very good point. But he decides not to do that for a reason. We do see Jonathan obviously blocks the first striking 2/2. Garrett takes 2 damage. Again, this is where the real inexperience is showing on Donovan's side. We do see Devil's Play for 2 on the Garrett. Because like what you said earlier, he could have Devil's Played away the Beast, still had his creatures, and Garrett would have been dead.
Yeah, it would have been the same thing, except the Beast would be gone and he'd have an Ash Zealot, which is really the spot he wanted to be in.
So it looks like Jonathan cracks in for 3, sending Donovan down to 17.
Yeah, and he's gonna...
Yeah, he's gonna sack the Disciple, he's gonna gain 3 life and draw 3 cards.
Which is pretty huge, though.
At this situation, he's got a creature that can trade straight up with the Rakdos Shred-Freak, and he just drew 3 cards and gained 3 life. Plus he just got Avacyn, Arbor Elf, excuse me.
I guess he's still got no fear of the Thundermaw, because no 5 mana.
So we do see a Lightning Mauler. Looks like he's just going to Soulbound just to
just get the extra
damage there, and Jonathan's gladly just going to trade up his guys.
Yeah.
The Arbor Elf wasn't really serving a purpose with the amount of mana, because we did see that Jonathan took out his Angel of Serenity with sideboarding.
That's the big thing that he's got. He's got enough mana to cast everything in his deck right now. Just gets in for 2.
Yep, so sends Donovan down to 15. Donovan completely out of cards.
Drew Devil's play.
Hellrider.
Gets in for 4.
Yeah, he's going to get in for 4 here, sending Jonathan... Restoration
Angel.
No. Did not play around it, did not respect the Restoration Angel.
No.
He was for it. Jonathan is at 10, but...
but that was huge.
I will say, I love me Hellrider,
Mm-hmm.
but this is a situation... As long as Restoration Angel is going to be viable on the field, you have to think twice before you swing.
Yeah.
Do see a swing for 5, sending Donovan down to 10.
That 4-butt is really important.
Plays the Sorin for no reason other than just show that he has it. A land for Donovan. At this point, getting pretty bad on his side of the board. Let's see.
He needs to draw a Thundermaw Hellkite next turn, and not swing with it.
At this point, he can't really do much. He could. I'm not sure what he could even do here. Thundermaw Hellkite would be the only thing that could really keep him alive, even at that point. I think Jonathan's just too far ahead.
Yeah.
So I think Donovan's starting to realize some of the mistakes and how much they've affected it.
Ooh, he's flashing back the Devil's play for 2 damage.
2 at Jonathan. Sends Jonathan down to 8. Really a futile play at that point. No reason to do that, I feel.
No.
Ooh,
and Jonathan just drew another Garrick, which is great.
So it looks like getting in for 5 more sends Donovan down to 5. And
Garrick.
Make a beast, and that's
not a Thundermaw.
Yeah, if it's not a Thundermaw, this is over. We see a Shred-Freak, a very poor card in this matchup. Unfortunately for Donovan. Looks like Jonathan's able to take it 2-1 at this point.
After a very sad game 1.
It looks like Donovan just not packing it up yet until that point. He finally realizes he's just out of it. So, bouncing back after his loss last week, Jonathan's able to come back and really just dominate this match outside of game.
Oh, he had 3 Sorens in hand.
Wow. Well, I want to thank you all for joining me this week. Once again, I'm Derek Peterson.
And I'm Jack Kern.
With ABU Games. See you guys next week.